Hello, true believers. Time to do another review, and this time we are reviewing the Phantom Venom football boot over here. Now you're wondering, it's like, damn, how do you get like a Phantom Venom? This thing is from like 3 years ago. There's a simple explanation of that. We actually got this from eBay. So I like this Phantom Venom. I like how it has the striking element over here. I love the color in this Volt green, neon green, and the black looks pretty good. And Phantom Venom, and look at how huge this striking element over here. So it's got these ridges over here, and it's called the Precision Power. And of course, with all Nike, you got the all conditions, all high-end Nike shoes here. So this is, and it's got inside the insole, it's got the Phantom Venom Nike Grip Insole technology. So the laces are partly covered over here. So that's a nice touch. And there's this stretchy material right here. So you can see it says there Phantom V&M. So it's supposed to be Phantom Venom. So now you're wondering, well, there's something about what's special about this is, so we got it from eBay. There's a couple of things wrong with it that if you got it from eBay. Number one, it doesn't come with a string bag. This is actually an old string bag that I'm using from a previous similar type of football boot that he has. And number two, there's no extra spikes, no extra anyway, I'm actually giving it away over here. What I wanted to show what's surprising about it, or why particularly we're so excited about these, is ta-da! They're anti-clogs. And I don't know when I'm gonna upload this video, because when you're dealing with metal spikes like this, it can become an issue. So what's great about it is if you look at it from the upper point of view, from the side, from the back, from the medial side, there's nothing about it that says that it is an anti-clog soft ground metal spike type of shoes. So if you look at the upper, it's got this honeycomb design on it. It looks like it's going to give you some pretty nice grip. And of course, you've got this nice precision power contact point here with the ball. And like I said, the best part about it is these metal spikes are discreet. You see how they're dark colored? I don't know if it's black or it looks kind of blue in certain angles of the light, but you wouldn't notice that they were metal spikes, because technically for youth football they can complain that like, oh, metal spikes are not allowed. I'm not sure if there's anything in the rule book about it, but right now the problem here in the Philippines is we're at the beginning of the rainy season, and Hero's last football training has already been canceled due to rain. And there's situations where you're training or you're playing a game, then all of a sudden it starts raining and the ground starts getting muddy, and what happens is the mud clumps up to the sole of your shoe. It does two things: it makes it heavy, and it makes the spikes completely useless. It's like out there you're on roller skates once this gets clumped up with mud. The idea is that because of this anti-clog technology, there's this hydrophilic surface. Hydrophilic means that it's water, it likes water, and it makes the mud slippery and slide right off, so it doesn't clog it up and cake on. And you've got the metal spikes, so they're going to be a little bit longer than the plastic spikes, as you can see. So that's going to give it the distinct advantage. So, and the anti-clog technology works, and we've had it before. Here, his old one, And as you can see, this is from 5 years ago. Pico sponsored these. Thank you very much, Pico. But as you can see, look at the upper, the ACC technology, this silicone kind of grip that allows you to have good contact with the ball even though it's wet, and even under wet conditions, is peeling right off, as you can see. So this is kind of like a silicone type of material that allows the ball to have good grip on it even if it's wet. And as you can see, that part is coming off. So the upper itself is fine, but the all conditions kind of coating on it is seeing better days. And the other problem with this is that it also, the sole plate has separated. Yeah, as you can see, we stitched it together, but this stitching is not gonna last that long, especially the way Hero plays. He's so tough, he's so rough and abusive on his shoes that just a couple of, probably one game, these stitches, as much as how nice they look and how tough they are, they're not gonna be able to withstand. After time, these stitches are gonna get brittle. And after maybe one use or two uses, it's gonna peel off again. So that's why we needed, as much as we love these, we needed a new pair. This one was fine, and it's 5 years old, but time to retire it. And as much as we tried to hold on to it and keep it, it was time to get a new pair. So here it is. And as you can see over here, the anti-clog is already like been worn off. The spikes are still good and we could use them. And that's the problem with old models, if you get them from eBay, is their sizes are limited. But good thing this was available in Hero size 12. And that, so the things it didn't come with the bag. This is the old bag. It didn't come with extra spikes. So that's another problem. But at least it comes with a wrench. So you could tighten it and adjust it, mostly tighten it accordingly. So each time you use it, make sure you tighten it because they will get loose. And if you lose a spike, then I'm gonna have to pull out one of these over here to put it, but it's not gonna be as nice as this. So that is probably my favorite part about this, is you can't tell it's a soft ground anti-clog versus this one. You can tell right away. There's like this big huge sign back here that says anti-clog. So, and then you've got these gold kind of shiny spikes also at the same time that people notice right away. So if somebody complains about it, then you have to change shoes. But if you don't notice it over here, like in this one, how do you know that it's an SG? And we're not doing this to cause problems. We're doing it for safety issues, because if it's slippery out there and you take a turn and your foot goes from under you when you take a plant, then you're going to get injured and you might get seriously injured. So this is a safety concern. So I understand that metal spikes are painful when you get stepped on, but it's also going to prevent injuries because he's going to be able to have grip out there versus no grip at all. And like I said, what I love about this is it's discreet. There's no big anti-clog in the back. There's no gold spikes to scream, hey, look at me, complain that you got metal spikes and I have this distinct, clear advantage. I mean, we're just using the right shoes for the right conditions. And like I said, it's not like we're trying to do something or trying to cause a problem or cheat by having this advantage, but you have to wear the right shoes for the right condition. So this is what it looks like. So this is the review, and as you can see, it's rainy season over here, and you can tell it's still raining. So once the rainy season goes into full effect, these are going to come in very handy. So you always have to wear, I always tell everyone, make sure you wear the right shoes for the right conditions. If you're in turf or hard ground, we have turf shoes. If you're on firm ground, wear firm ground. If you're on artificial grass, wear turf shoes. But when it comes to soft ground or muddy conditions, then you got to go with the best in the business, and that is the Nike Anti-Clog. And like the best part about this is we can be discreet, which is why I don't know when I'm going to upload these videos, because I don't want people to know that these are anti-clogs and that he has that advantage. It's better to keep your advantage as discreet as possible, so no one knows that you're going to have this advantage, especially if you're the only one out there having traction while everybody else is got muddy shoes and that they can't turn and they have no agility and they're going to be slipping and sliding all over the place. Okay, so that's today's review. So I'm probably going to upload this probably towards the end of the rainy season, and we'll let you know. You'll probably, if you see him wearing these, you'll be the only ones that knows that these are actually soft ground while everybody else has regular firm ground shoes. So check that out. Check out those beautiful spikes. It's got also the plastic spikes, but the important thing is these metal spikes and also this anti-clog coating right there. Okay, so that's today's review. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. This is Bevits Only. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. Hero's putting on the anti-clogs for the first time. And what you want to do is pour water on them to activate the anti-clog feature. There's a water-philic. Go ahead and stand up. So the conditions are going to be wet and muddy. So there are, as you can see, they're the perfect color. It's a nice color, and I like how the shoelaces are black, especially if SGs, that means it's going to be muddy. So it's good that the shoelaces are black. And that's what it looks like on feet. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing drills today and shooting with it. And we love the color, especially because his cool colors are green. Not exactly like this green, it's a pine green, but as long as it's green, it's consistent with the theme. Okay, let's do some shooting. And it's drizzling a little bit, but it's not enough to the point where we can't train. Okay, so this was our first run, or first play test of the anti-clogs. And even though it's raining and we're getting eaten by mosquitoes alive, show me, cross your legs and show me see, look at that, anti-clogs work even under these muddy conditions. See the other side? Look at that. Sorry. There. So yeah, like the anti-clogs. The only problem is you can see you can tell it's metal. So I think we might have to repaint that to make it so it won't be so noticeable. Okay, so like them. The only bad thing is that these Phantom Venoms are discontinued, but if you can find them, especially on eBay, then we highly recommend them. Even especially under these muddy conditions, muddy rainy conditions here. Look how muddy. Here, an example of how muddy it is here. Here's an example of mud. That mud. Look at the over here when we were doing our agility pulls. You'll notice over here, look how much he dug in with those SGs, especially over here. Look at that. That's Hero digging in after doing this agility drill. Okay, that concludes today's review and training. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. This is Bevits Only. Thanks for watching.